Hello, my name's Katie Rushworth and today I'm going to show you how to make this really cool little decorative wall planter. Now we've chosen to put herbs in ours, but you could put absolutely anything in it. It could go in a kitchen or even actually by a barbecue outside. It would work really well and it's super easy. The tools and materials you'll need for this are some timber, 4 jam jars we've used 4, but you can make it as big as you want, so if you want to use more then adjust your size of timber, a sanding block, some Jubilee clips, a drill, a saw, some screws, a pencil, screwdriver, measuring tape, a hammer, some pliers and a punch, and if you do want to paint it, some paintbrushes. I've cut my timber to size and I'm just going to sand off any rough edges. Now I need to make a hole in my Jubilee clip. You can buy some that already have them in, but this one doesn't. So I'm going to use my punch to make a little indentation where I want the hole to be. And it's important to make sure that the screw on the Jubilee clip is facing outwards and that your hole goes in the back, because you want access to this to be able to fasten the jars in place. And I'm going to use a hammer to give it a good whack. Okay. And then hold it in place with the pliers just while I create a hole with the drill. Okay, and that's my hole. Next it's time for marking out. Now it's important to place your Jubilee clip where you think the neck of your jam jar is going to go. You want to have a nice bit of room at the bottom and at the top for the foliage of the plant. So mine is about this height, and then you want to mark out so they're evenly spaced across your timber. So it's time to make some pilot holes in the board where I want to place them. Okay, and the next step is to screw these in place. Okay, so now I can start putting my jam jars in. A tip here is you could put your plants in when the board is finished, but it's quite tricky. So I would suggest you plant these first and then kind of hold the foliage of the plant nicely and pull it through. That way you keep the board, if you've painted it especially, all really nice and neat. And that just holds it in place. And because we've left them loose, it's leaving the jam jars flat against the board and not pulling them on an angle. They'd be really useful in a shed or a garage or a greenhouse. You keep all kinds of things in them. Old screws, seed packets. They are now all attached to my board. And basically you can fill them with anything you like. They are incredibly useful. We've got basil and some mint and rosemary and parsley in ours. The one thing about putting plants in them is there is no drainage. So make sure that you only water them when the soil is fully dried out. They won't like to sit in water and get overwatered. But apart from that, they are really easy to look after. For more how-to videos, visit silverlinetools.com.